Who are our campus leaders? I am Amber Shields, the proud principal of Harllee Early Childhood Center. I'm in my second year as principal here at this campus, and I am in awe every day to work with such an amazing staff and amazing students.
Hi, I'm Marissa Sines. I'm the assistant principal at the wonderful NW Harllee, and we are thankful that you are joining us today.
Now it's time to meet some of our teacher leaders who will help us in our virtual open house tonight.
Hi, I'm Brittany Monty. I'm the Pre-K4 team lead in the collaborative classroom.
I'm Annie Party, and I am also in the collaborative classroom, but I am the special education team lead here at Harllee.
You're on mute, Ms. Herrera.
Hi, I'm Gladys Herrera. I'm the Pre-K3 dual language teacher.
Thank you guys so much for being here. So those are some of our teacher leaders who will help us tonight as we introduce our campus and who we are. So a little bit about me. I am a Harllee alum. I attended Harllee for 5th and 6th grade, and I'm also a graduate of Dallas ISD. I absolutely love early childhood. I was a kindergarten teacher, and then I had the opportunity to teach 3rd grade as well. As an assistant principal and as a coach, I supported our pre-K through 2nd grade. So it was only right that as a principal, I get the opportunity to come and serve as a principal of my elementary school and early childhood center. And my most proud accomplishment, I am the proud mom of 2 Harllee Hawks who it is a joy to have them taught by such wonderful instructors here at Harllee.
So here at Harllee, one of our main focuses is not only on the academic growth of our children, but also on the social and emotional growth of our children. So every morning we take a mindful moment. And so here we have a young leader that's showing us how to do the star. So let's take a moment and just take a deep breath.
Go ahead. How do we do the star?
Smile. And put your hands out and breathe out.
Good job. One more time. How do
Isn't he adorable? That's so cute, right? So every morning we take a break and we just regenerize, because it's important that our kids not only have their academic growth, but also their social and emotional well-being.
Go ahead. How do we do the star?
Who are we? So here at Harllee, we do pride ourselves in being an early childhood campus where greatness starts early. And our vision is that we provide a solid foundation for early childhood success. Our mission is that all children will have access to exceptional, developmentally appropriate early childhood instruction, and educators will have access to an outstanding early childhood model. We do believe in providing our students with a well-balanced education where our students feel safe, they feel supported, and also challenged. We also believe in the importance of nurturing all areas of our child's development and learning, from social, emotional, and cognitive skills to all areas of academics. We do invite you to come on and see our virtual tour of our campus. You can watch our tour at the Harllee website, at our Harllee website, or on Facebook. So at this time, I want to tell you a little bit about our safety during this COVID-19 pandemic. So we're not sure what the safety protocols will entail or what that will look like for the 21-22 school year. However, I do want to share with you our current safety protocols that we implement based on guidance from the CDC and, of course, our district protocols. So currently for our safety protocols, teachers and staff do screen temperatures daily. And so anyone that visits the building, students, everyone's temperature is screened. Our hallways and classrooms are marked off to assist with social distancing. And then we do have, even in the cafeteria, all over the school are just markers on the hallway, so students can remain distance. All students are required to wear face masks and face shields. The teachers do also wear masks and shields. The school day does include time for regular hand washing and, of course, hand sanitizing as well. And all students have individual bins where they house their supplies and all their materials. And then we do have plexiglass dividers that are used in the cafeterias and the classrooms. Our classrooms are sanitized daily, and they are also deep cleaned on a weekly basis. And to keep our campus safe as possible, currently we are closed to visitors and volunteers, but we do allow visitors virtually and volunteering virtually. If a student or a staff does display COVID symptoms, we do have a protocol that we follow. So if someone does have symptoms, then we isolate the individual to the clinic. So they're isolated in the clinic with the nurse. We do inform parents and notify them to come pick up their child. And the principal, the administration is notified, as well as Dallas ISD Health Services, who also contact Dallas County Health Services and Human Services for testing and direction on next steps, such as contact tracing. Then the principal Ms. Shields will ask our custodial staff to sanitize the classrooms or the area wherever the individual was, so we can make sure that we put those sanitization protocols in place. If there is a positive case, of course, if it was determined that a child was in close contact, their parents are notified and they're given detailed instructions on what those next steps would be. And so just depending on the extent of the contact tracing results, a number of actions can take place, which could be where the entire class would have to quarantine, or certain individuals would have to quarantine. And in an extreme situation or a worst case scenario, if there was a school closing or something like that, of course, all stakeholders would be notified at that time.
Here's a little bit about our approach. So at Harllee, we are a pre-K 3 through second grade campus. So our instructional approach starts with our curriculum. For pre-K 3 in the upcoming school year, we'll be using Frog Street. Our pre-K 4 students will have the opportunity. We just adopted a new curriculum, Scholastic, which we are so excited to begin using. Other staples of our instructional approach include small group instruction for reading and math, instructional centers, and also play-based centers. We do think it is very important for students to both do center activities that are centered around instruction, but also some that are play-based. You'll see a little bit more about that in our presentation today, and also in our virtual tour as we talk about some of the thematic learning that does take place in our pre-K classrooms. Our campus is home to a dual language program. We also have collaborative program where our special education students have the opportunity to learn side by side our gen ed students. Assessments that we use to help direct our instruction are the Circle, Texas KEA. We also use Fontes and Pinnell, which addresses reading levels as well as MAP testing. And again, one of my favorite pieces of our instructional approach is the thematic units. With social emotional health in mind, Harllee has a special curriculum, Settle Your Glitter, that was written by Momentous Institute that is designed to help our students develop self-awareness skills and the skills that they need to regulate. We think it's so important not only to target their academic needs, but their social emotional needs as well. For many of them, Harllee is their first experience with school. So we're truly teaching them how to be little people that are able to function in a school environment, and also how to collaborate with others, how to function. Some of the things that are staples of our social emotional health focus is morning meeting, closing circle. Those things are happening daily. Using a conscious discipline focus, we do not use clip charts or behavior charts at Harllee because we want to focus on the positive behavior and do so in a way that is uplifting and encouraging to students. We haven't really been able to do our home visits this year, but we do regularly strive to communicate with families and keep that open line of communication. Next year, we'll be welcoming a sensory walk at our campus. We have SEL lessons with our school counselor, and she also has done a great job creating Bitmoji rooms that are developmentally appropriate for our students to access, and they're very engaging. Finally, we have our campus-wide house system where all of our schools, teachers, staff, everyone is divided into a house that is related to a specific quality of social emotional health. So empathy, courage, just depending on which house that they are part of. So that's a fun way for us to teach those skills to our students.
So one of the things that we are really excited about at Harllee is for next year for pre-K 4, we're getting a new curriculum under Scholastic. And if we take a look, there's a video here that'll explain the new and exciting things we have to look forward to in the Scholastic curriculum. You mind clicking at the middle of the picture? That'd be great.
Sorry, guys, my internet is a little slow, but here we go. I apologize. I'm sorry, Miss Monty. Is it supposed to play?
Yes, video up there, right there. Yes.
I clicked it. There it goes.
Every child has a unique story. Pre-K on My Way invites children to celebrate their individuality, from culture and language to interest and abilities. Watch children build on strengths throughout a learning adventure while preparing for kindergarten. Available in English and Spanish, Pre-K on My Way builds language, literacy, and math skills, led by our friendly mascots. Scout the Squirrel is nuts about language and vocabulary, helping children collect words to add to their mental book bags. Pablo the Parrot takes flight, guiding children in building literacy skills through the power of story. Lala the Lizard transforms numbers into fun, helping children understand mathematical thinking. All the while, children learn skills in science, social studies, writing, and more. Don't forget our favorite big red dog, Clifford, supporting children with social and emotional skills. Pre-K on My Way provides multiple weeks of flexible instruction with exciting themes. Children engage with authentic narratives in English and Spanish, including read-alouds, alphabet books, classroom libraries, and digital little e-readers. Pre-K on My Way teaches to identify and understand the world around us with a diverse collection of multicultural songs from award-winning artists, engaging circle time activities, and opportunities for purposeful play. Pre-K on My Way inspires children to develop a lifelong love of learning, and teachers enjoy leading the journey.
So the best thing that we love about Frog Tree and the Scholastic curriculum is that it has thematic units throughout the curriculum. If we take a look at the picture here, we can see that we have themes talking about family and who they are, community, people in their neighborhoods, community helpers, animals, learning about different animals. And Frog Street and a Scholastic curriculum also has SEL embedded throughout the lessons, throughout the curriculum. So not only do we have Momentous, but we also have SEL in our lesson plans that we implement throughout the day.
You're on mute, Miss Herrera.
Our dual language program. Why choose dual language? It's research-based, standard-aligned instruction that allows students to learn at high levels while building global awareness and developing a global perspective. It's hands-on, interactive dual language. It has applied the language learning in a child-centered environment that fosters global leadership skills through technology, creativity, and critical thinking. And they are also grouped in bilingual pairs. So students, the English-speaking students and Spanish-speaking students will use their language to help each other learn better.
So what's your name?
So here at Harllee, one of our favorite, and I know at least my favorite thing about being a pre-K teacher is the hands-on learning. So you're going to see lots of pictures here of our tiny leaders getting down and dirty with the academics of things. So you'll see, actually that's me, that's an awful picture, but that's me. So they're actually learning a sequencing activity here, and we had felt items, and they were literally making these sandwiches and learning how to sequence items and using academic terminology along with building their vocabulary. You'll see here in one of our bilingual classes, they were popping balloons and saying that that sound, that letter, using, here's a pre-K, our wonderful pre-K 3 class right here, learning about the shapes, and were actually able to put their hands on the shapes and describe the sides and the number of vertexes, and the vocabulary that you'll see the kids using, because they actually get to manipulate this material, is astronomical. It's the best form of teaching. We're very proud here at Harllee to be able to bring this to our kids, even in the middle of a pandemic. Our teachers have endlessly worked to make sure that they can still engage and have these hands-on manipulatives. I mean, as you can see, our leaders are masked, but we're still able to work with these hands-on materials. It's been an amazing experience, and I know I speak for all of us when we say that it's the best way that a child can learn at this age.
Now, how do we monitor our pre-K students' academic growth? Well, we use CLI Circle Engagement Assessment Platform. We use this for pre-K 3 and for the pre-K 4 students. It assesses their phonological awareness, their math skills, and also their social emotional behaviors. We implement CLI assessments at the beginning, middle, and at the end of the year. We also use this to monitor the students' progress throughout the year. So these are the specific measurements that CLI assesses. So phonological awareness is everything about the sound. Students need to go through the phonological awareness before they go to the phonemic and phonics. So we are testing rapid letter name, rapid vocabulary, syllabication, which means how many word parts a word has, onset rhyme, alliteration, do words begin with the same sound, rhyming, and letter sound correspondence. Think about phonological, phone, to do with the sounds. For math, we assess rote counting, shape naming, number discrimination, counting sets, and we also start on word problems. In our social emotional behaviors, we take parents and teacher data, and we put the points, the scores inputted into the CLI data. So we take scores on their positive social behaviors, how they interact in the classroom and in their community, how they're able to regulate their behavior, self-care, and their approach to learning. So one of the things that we really enjoy here at Harllee is our momentous curriculum. And this is where we dig really deep into students being able to regulate their behavior and understand their behavior, how to have safe relationships, being aware of who they are, also understanding others, and being leaders. And you can see here, it is pictured as a staircase. And just like a staircase, we can go up and down depending on what we need. Some students might need some help in self-regulation, but other students might be at the part where they are being able to understand others and having that empathy. This is a really good visual. It gives us an outline of what we are able to teach the students and what the teachers embody at Harllee as well. So on the next slide, it digs a little bit deeper into the staircases. So the safe relationships, this is a model that we have to model ourselves as teachers. So students are able to understand that they need a safe space. And this is where they build their consistency and the stability and being able to go to their teachers and their adults in their lives and feel safe. Students are able to self-regulate through this curriculum. They are going to learn how to be in control of their actions and reactions. They'll learn how to manage their stress and their feelings. Awareness of self. This is where students learn about making good choices about their behavior. They learn their identity and their strengths, and they look forward to the future. It helps them build the confidence. So teaching empathy is something that we do really well here at Harllee, and Momentous is really, really good at this. It helps the students make good choices in their social interactions and just to see things from other perspectives. And the last one is the change makers. This is a guide for students to show how to show kindness, compassion, and hope, and they will learn to make effective decisions based on their welfare on their classmates and the wider community, serving their community.
So we wanted to take you through the day and the life of a pre-K3 leader. So pre-K3, they attend half-day programs right now. The AM session starts at 7:45 to 11:15, and then the PM session is 11:30 to 3 o'clock. And they jam-pack all kinds of learning into those few hours through morning message. They have a recess, they do small group. Somehow those ladies in there manage to do small group with 3-year-olds, and they do amazing. As you can tell, here's Miss Herrera. You know, she is just there doing amazing small group instruction with 3-year-olds. This is not something that you guys are going to see every day or find anywhere else. So just keep that in mind. We also have a lot of read alouds. We love to read to our kids. One of the best ways for them to build vocabulary is to just speak to them and read to them. And so we have read alouds all the time. We have a fantastic librarian that comes into our classroom, even our pre-K3 classroom. She's here today, Ms. Touche. Wave to everybody. She is amazing. She brings authors to us. She reads to us. She's amazing. Any book you need, she's going to do it for you. And she even lets you guys take books home still during the pandemic. So, you know, that's amazing. Every day they're going to do a closing circle again to just reestablish that social emotional learning and connect all of those pieces together. And of course, we have lunch and then they dismiss. And so the afternoon class looks just like this. Every student receives the same quality instruction regardless of which session they attend. Okay, and so pre-K4, now that's Miss Monty and me. We're very proud of our pre-K4 program. So we do all of that, but we take all day. So we are able to really dive down into the academic portion of literacy and math and science and social studies. And so we do a morning meeting. We have read alouds. We read to our kids all the time. Miss Monty does the voices. I don't. I'm not that great at it, but she will do the voices. We have small group instruction as well. This is our favorite part of the day and where we spend most of our day. We have found that, you know, at 4 years old, it's best to keep them in a smaller group so that we can retain attention. And then we can also, you know, level out what we need to teach and what we might need to reteach and differentiate for those kiddos. And so that's where we're going to really hone in on what those leaders need at that particular time. Of course, we're going to have lunch and we do recess, science and social studies. We read again. Yes, again, they're going to get 3 books a day. Typically, we do 3 books a day because, again, that's how they're going to build that vocabulary. And we're going to do a closing circle every day. That's one of my favorite times other than small group because we get to hear what they've learned about and what they're going to take home to their parents. And it really just shows you where you've made the biggest difference that day. And I love parents texting me later and being like, oh, I heard that you guys read this, or Johnny came home and talked about Little Red Riding Hood. And that is amazing because I know that they have taken that home and that they're going to be able to share that and reiterate that. And that means that they have mastered those concepts. And to us, that's what's the most important. And so I can't talk more about this because we only have a little bit more time. So I'm going to move on. So you might be wondering, how are you going to get involved as a parent? And I'm going to tell you right now, at Harllee, we are a family. Family, family, family. I can't say it enough, and I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's never been more true than today. My parents and our parents all have our, a way to contact us. We're going to be there for you no matter what. We do home visits. We haven't been this year because of COVID, as Ms. Shields said earlier, but I can't wait to get back out there and just really go home and see how we can support you in any other way. We want to have our classroom parents come back in because, again, we need help. Like, we need y'all to come in here and help us out because we only have 8 hours. So we want you guys back in the classrooms. We have a dad's club. We have our parent teacher conferences. We have a fantastic PTA, which again, Miss Touche, our lovely librarian, heads that up. And I tell you, some of the stuff that they talk about is just amazing. I just go and I'm not even a parent. I just go just to watch. And so we do have an SEDM committee, which is where we make our site-based decisions as far as, like, we have a new logo this year. So our new logo, that was, one of the decisions that our parents helped us make. Miss Shields does a Harllee talk, a Hawk talk every month. I don't get to attend those because she typically does them when I'm teaching, but I know she's amazing, so I wouldn't miss it if I was able to be there. And so a new thing that we're going to be starting, hopefully before even this year ends, is a Parents of Exceptional Leaders Support and Advocacy Group. So this will be for parents that need support in learning how to help manage maybe behavioral problems at home, maybe just concerns, or just helping you advocate what's best for your child. Here at Harllee, we firmly believe that you as the parent are your child's best advocate, regardless of their ability. And so this will be open to any parent who feels the need. They want to learn more about what they can do to advocate for their child and help their child learn those self-advocacy skills. We'll be doing once a month meetings, and that will be all sent out to you guys. Hopefully next year we'll be able to actually see you guys in person. And I'm very excited about this club. As you can tell, Miss Monty and I most likely will be the ones you're seeing every month. So just get used to this face. This is what you're going to see because it's going to be fun. And we're going to make sure you guys have all the information you need. Okay. I don't see any parents, but I'm hoping you guys are okay. I know I have a tendency to talk too fast. So at Harllee, we have a lot of extracurricular activities. A lot of them have been placed on hold because of COVID, but that hasn't stopped us. Believe it or not, Ms. Touche has brought in numerous authors. And today I was told that she even brought in a very famous author this morning that I cannot remember their name. Ms. Touche?
It was a WFAA journalist, Tashara Parker, was reading to the students Hair Love.
It was amazing. I saw it on Facebook. I almost cried. And so here you'll see in this picture one of the Mavericks. I'm not a sports person, please forgive me, was actually reading to one of our kindergarten classes. Miss Monty and I had the opportunity to participate with the authors of the Red Truck. And I just about cried because our kids it's opportunities that we're not usually able to give them. And Ms. Touche has brought that to life even in the middle of a pandemic, and we just can't say thank you enough. And so other activities we have are chess, and we had a book club. I'm pretty sure that was Ms. Touche as well. We have a theater club. We're going to have robotics. Miss Ford and I are actually going to be doing a pom-pom / cheerleading. Super excited about that. She's the best cheerleader you're going to get. So I'm just going to be standing there trying to look cute, but she has some moves. One of my pet projects here that I'm so super excited to announce is we will have our very own campus-wide STEM lab that is going to be opening up this semester. We've worked really hard as a campus to get this. We've had grants given. We've won grants to make sure that this can happen for your child. And so they will be given the opportunity to visit this STEM lab with their classroom and create projects. And as you guys might know, STEM is one thing that is very important to the development of young children because it is, again, hands-on learning. They get the opportunity to get in there and actually do. And a lot of times our kiddos, they just don't have those opportunities. But here at Harllee, we're even finding ways to make sure they have those opportunities during the middle of a pandemic. So I can guarantee you that next year won't look any different as far as their opportunity continue growth.
All right. Thank you so much to all of our presenters today. One thing that we do want to highlight for the upcoming school year, we will offer before and after school care. It will be limited availability, but we are definitely excited to offer this for our working parents. The AM program will be from 7 to 7:45, and the PM program will be from 3:15 once we dismiss until 6 o'clock. So applications will be available once school starts, so you can sign your child up for before care or after school care if you're interested in this. How do I apply? So enrollment for the upcoming school year for pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 will begin April 1st. And we are so excited to open enrollment, and enrollment will be available through our website. And we'll definitely share all of the links and information for when enrollment begins. At this time, do we have any questions? No.
What about for enrollment for first grade?
First grade. So first grade enrollment will also begin in April. It would be through a transfer. If they're currently at a Dallas ISD campus, they would be able to transfer from that campus to our campus.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions? So for those of you who are here today, we appreciate you so much taking the time out of your busy, busy day to join us for our virtual open house. If you know someone else who might be interested and was unable to make it tonight, we will be sharing the link to this on our Facebook page and also on our website. And we'll also have another live open house tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So we would love, love, love for them to join us. We are looking for great hawks. We have an amazing staff here at Harllee, and we would love for you to join and become part of our family. Well, that concludes our session. Thank you so much again for joining us.